So we need to find out the area of a triangle whose vertices are provided to us. Let us begin. So we have a triangle A, B, C. So A has the coordinates t, t minus 2. B has the coordinates t plus 2, t plus 2. C has the coordinates t plus 3, t. So to find out the area of the triangle, we can use the formula half of the absolute value x1 times y2 minus y3 plus x2 times y3 minus y1 plus x3 times y1 minus y2, where x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3 are the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. So this is one way of finding out the area of the triangle. There is one more way. So what we can do, we can find out the area of the triangle with this second method as well. So all we have to do is take half and multiply it to the absolute value of so in the first row where we take the coordinate of one of the vertices, so we have x1, y1 followed by the next vertex which has the coordinate x2, y2, and then we have x3, y3, and then we'll come back to the starting one, the first coordinate, which was x1, y1. So how do we expand it? The expansion is simply we'll start with x1 and multiply it with y2. That gives us x1, y2. Add it to x2 and then y3, the product of x2 and y3, and add it to the product of x3, y1. Then we subtract from it the sum of the products of x2, y1, x3, y2, and x1, y3. Okay, so we can use either of the two methods to find out the area of the triangle. So I'm going to use the second method. So let's try it out. So here the area of our triangle ABC, so that's going to be equals to, we have half times the absolute value. So what we'll do, we'll start with the coordinate of A. So in the first row we have t, first row first column we have t, in the first row second column we have t minus 2. Then in the second row we have coordinates of B, so that's t plus 2, t plus 2. Coming to the third row, we consider the coordinates of C, so that's t plus 3, t, and then we come back to vertex A, its coordinate will be t minus 2. Now we have to expand this, so we have half multiplied to the absolute value. So we'll start with the sum of the products of t and t plus 2. So that gives us t squared plus 2t. Then we are going to add it to the product of t plus 2 and t. So that's simply t squared plus 2t. And then we add it to the product of t plus 3 and t minus 2. That gives us t squared plus t minus 6. So this is going to be the sum of the products. And from here, we're going to subtract the sum of the products of, we'll have to start with t plus 2 and t minus 2. So the product is simply going to be t squared minus 4. Add it to the product of t plus 3 and t plus 2. So that's going to give us t squared plus 5t plus 6. Add it to, so we have the product of t with t. So that's going to give us simply t squared. Okay, so let's simplify this. Now we have half multiplied to the absolute value. So t squared plus t squared plus t squared, that's repeating thrice, we have 3t squared. Then we have 2t plus 2t, that's 4t. 4t plus t will be 5t. Then we have negative 6. Fine, negative 6. So we get 3t squared plus 5t minus 6. Here we have t squared, t squared, t squared, that's repeating thrice. So we have negative 3 squares because we are subtracting. We have 5t, so that's going to be simply negative 5t. And then we have 6 minus 4, so that's positive 2, but we have to subtract it, we get negative 2. So 3t squared, negative 3t squared, 5t, and negative 5t gets cancelled out. We have half multiplied to the absolute value of negative 6. Negative 2 will give us negative 8. Now the absolute value is always positive, so we get 4. That's going to be the area of the triangle, which is 4 square units.